Sire, they are the result of an examination which I had made of a man in Marseille, whom I watched for some time, and arrested on the day of my departure. This person, a sailor, of turbulent character, and whom I suspected of Bonapartism, has been secretly to the island of Elba. There he saw the Grand Marshal, who charged him with an oral message to a Bonapartist in Paris, whose name I could not extract from him. But this mission was to prepare men's minds for a return. It is the man who says this, sire. A return which will soon occur. And where is this man? In prison, sire. And the matter seems serious to you. So serious, sire, that when the circumstance surprised me in the midst of a family festival, on the very day of my betrothal, I left my bride and friends, postponing everything, that I might hasten to lay at your majesty's feet the fears which impressed me, and the assurance of my devotion. True, said Louis. Was there not a marriage engagement between you and Mademoiselle Saint-Demeran, daughter of one of your majesty's most faithful servants? Yes. But let us talk of this plot, Monsieur de Villefort. Sire, I fear it is more than a plot. I fear it is a conspiracy. A conspiracy in these times, said Louis, smiling, is a thing very easy to meditate, but more difficult to conduct to an end, inasmuch as, re-established so recently on the throne of our ancestors, we have our eyes opened at once upon the past, the present, and the future. For the last 10 months, my ministers have redoubled their vigilance, in order to watch the shore of the Mediterranean. If Bonaparte landed at Naples, the whole coalition would be on foot before he could even reach Piombino. If he land in Tuscany, he will be in unfriendly territory, and if he land in France, it must be with a handful of men, and the result of that is easily foretold, execrated as he is by the population. Take courage, sir, but at the same time rely on your royal gratitude. Ah, here is Monsieur Dandré, cried de Blaca. At this instant the Minister of Police appeared at the door, pale, trembling, and as if ready to faint. Villefort was about to retire, but Monsieur de Blaca, taking his hand, restrained him. Okay, all right. Now, Dumas is pulling a me in ending this chapter very abruptly in the middle of the scene. And what are we to take from that? Okay, Villefort is saying Bonaparte is coming, and the king is saying, okay, I believe you more than I believe other people, but let's not forget that once we retook the throne, we were, being extra vigilant in keeping our eyes on things, particularly the Mediterranean coast. So if Bonaparte was to come here, we'd know. He would enter Tuscany and not make some friends there. He would enter France, but that would be a big hurdle for him to have to overcome. However, then right there at the end, at this instant, the Minister of Police appeared at the door, pale, trembling, and as if ready to faint. So clearly, Dandré learned something by going to get further information. He went back to get a different report, and boy, oh boy, sounds like that report might corroborate a few things, don't you think? I think that means Bonaparte is here. Oh my God. You know what, folks? I just realized, what if Napoleon Bonaparte is a character in the Count of Monte Cristo? Holy shit. I mean, we got the king. Why not? Let's get Napoleon in here. I want to hear what he has to say for himself. Listen, for you folks, you don't have to wait. Tomorrow we're going into chapter 11 just to continue the scene. For me, I have to do a little bit of a pause. And so you don't get as much suspense as I do, because I have to go do some stuff tonight. But I'll be back here tomorrow, reading chapter 11 for you folks, without missing a beat. And meanwhile, if you got some time, why don't you consider going over to patreon.com/gruntworkpod, where for as little as $1 a month, you can get access to our story-only audio of these chapters. Chapter 10 is now available today, along with chapters 1 through 9, so you can listen to the entire story, commentary-free, straight through. You can keep up with the story, not get lost in the sauce like I do from time to time, and really just keep the momentum going. So you can do that over at patreon.com/gruntworkpod, which is the Gruntwork Podcast Network, and your contributions help to keep the show on the air and ad-free. I can't emphasize enough how done with ads I am. And you make that happen, and I appreciate you. But you know what? Listen, I appreciate you no matter what. I realize these are precarious times, and if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But if you can, you can. And if you can, I'd appreciate it. Okay, my God. We are at the end of the chapter, which means I am at the end of my sanity for recording today. I will see you all here tomorrow as we go into chapter 11 and the second half of this scene with the king, Dandré, Blacas, and Villefort, as we learn about what is going on with Napoleon in the south of France. Oh boy, 100 days. I'll see you here tomorrow. Okay, goodbye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.